Hi, friends, and welcome to Talking to Famous People. My name's Host Eric. That's my name. And I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. I remember now. I was momentarily forgetting. This video is all about the new reality. So, look, if you're still living in the old reality, just ditch it. Just ditch it. Ditch it into the ditch by the side of the road because this is the new reality. The new reality is reality outsmarts us all. And the example I have for you is the example of me and Rachel. So, for a long time, Rachel and I both thought, really deep down probably, that we were each making the reality that was. Like, I was doing my thing, she was doing her thing. She was making a move for me, and I was turning that move into what I wanted it to be. Except that was never happening. It was always the slabs dictating that it must be the case. Now that we've been together for as long as we have, and we've endured a stretch of long distance, and we came back together, and it was fantastic. Every minute of it was spectacular, and just it's like now we're really actually like deeply in love. You know, it's strange because, of course, neither of us really expected, I think, that to ever happen. You still don't know what the slabs are. Whew. You are behind in the semester's curriculum, philosophical thinker, way behind. Please review weeks 3 through 6. The slabs are the powers that be. The slabs brought it out of Richard Pryor. Tempted Bill Clinton with desire. The slabs are the narrative truths that must be in the world, philosophical thinker. They constrain us all. As we each go through life, we are constrained by the narratives around us. Yeah, you're that far behind. Yeah. I don't know if you're ever going to catch up. Well, they're not just the narratives, they're the narrative slopes. So, a lot of times in life, you might call it ontological slope. Okay. It's like a lot of times in life, if you're halfway down a given path, there's a lot of inertia carrying you down that path. You can't just suddenly switch paths midstream without factoring in the inertia of the existing path you're on. Like, what I'm trying to get here with this relationship is Rachel and I entered into the relationship both accustomed to being the more metaphysical one and the one who's a couple steps ahead of the other person in every relationship and trying to, and sighing and going, yeah. And also being the parties who could sort of shape reality a little bit. It's okay. Just drop right in midstream here, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Let me pull this bomber before I finish this thought. So it's pretty much impossible to dispute that at some point Rachel made a move to get me. She did this and she didn't take a whole lot of action to do that, but she definitely made a move to get me. And when she did make that move, it was more or less successful. Like, she got me to fall in love with her pretty quick. But the thing is, I was also making my own moves at the time, right? So it's not like I was just this passive participant in it, because I'm just as metaphysical as she is. But I make an entirely different kind of move. And the thing is, we're both susceptible to each other's kinds of moves. So if anybody's going to fool an INFJ, it's going to be an ENTP. And if anybody's going to fool an ENTP, it's going to be an INTJ. I'm sorry, INFJ. INFJ, ENTP. Where is she now? She's back in New York. I had to take her back to the airport last night. She went back. We won't be reunited for about a month. In a month, she's going to come back here for another couple of weeks. We'll probably go to Vegas. It's even conceivable that she might fly into Vegas, fly out of Burbank. We're still working out the logistics on that. But yeah, so I got a month without Rachel. But the nice thing is, I also have a month to marvel at the way the slabs work and the way things work out between us. It's like, when I think about my relationship, there's nothing but warmth and goodness in my heart. And I've never experienced a relationship before that doesn't have at the core of my heart some sense of trouble and management that I have to do. You know, like, this person's a problem as much as they are an asset, and I have to manage the problem aspect while trying to utilize the asset aspect. I just don't have that with Rachel. We don't have any problems. There's not like this lingering sense of like, God, I still have to deal with this issue that she's not listening to me about, or not being on the same page about, or whatever. There's none of that shit. And the fittedness of everything is constantly re-astonishing me again. For the first time, ceaselessly without stopping forever. Please do a review of Sonic the Hedgehog. In order to do that, Tiberius Mononoke, I'm afraid I would have to go see Sonic the Hedgehog, which is very, very unlikely to happen. If I were to see a movie, I am interested in seeing 1917. That seems like a good movie. I saw a movie yesterday, which I give a mediocre review to. It's called Booksmarts, I think. It's very possible. It is possible. I could. Maybe I will, based just on... Before Rachel, did you ever miss Arwen? Right. Tiberius. Exactly. Exactly. And only one of them's a lesbian. But both of them aren't funny. They have a couple, they're well written, but not funny. You know? It's a weird movie. It's got some parts that I go like, right on, I like this part. And then it's got some other parts that seem, it's really overly written. The movie's way overwritten. Booksmarts. There are parts of it I liked, but way overwritten. And like, this is how overwritten the movie is, okay? At the end of the film, the chunky, high-achieving ENTJ girl and the lesbian, mousy-looking girl are both hoping to get with these respective people at this party. The nerdy girl is hoping to get with the jock, and the lesbian girl is hoping to get with this transgender person. And lo and behold, they're both so disappointed because the jock decides to get on the transgendered person instead, and ruins it for both of them, right? It just lacks verisimilitude, to put it simply. Yes, it does. It lacks verisimilitude. Like my life, though, so who am I complaining about? My life also lacks verisimilitude. Delilah was talking to me about this morning. Her car conveniently needed to be taken to the shop this morning, so verisimilitude. That's a tough question how to spell that one. Let me see if I can spell it. Verisimilitude. That says it's wrong. It's very similar, dude. It does look like very similar, dude. It's verisimilitude. Something like that. I don't know. I think I spelled it. I spelled it wrong because it put a red line under it. But if I search for Google for that, it corrects me to this. Verisimilitude. How did I spell it wrong then? The appearance of being true or real. I think I put an extra L in. No, what did I spell it wrong then? Yeah, I put an extra L in. Okay. So there's only one L. But other than that, I got it right. That's pretty good. So anyway,